leaves, or of white and glistening snow. You will find Landmark College in such beauty to behold. True to you, Landmark College, the home of blue and gold. Thank you, Professor. That's the Landmark College. That's our alma mater, which was written by two of our lovely alumni, Rachel Kozlowski and Maddie Winslow, back in the last decade. And just think someday, 1,500 days, 700 days, some of us 100 days, we're going to get together and sing that at graduation as your kid grabs that diploma.
Scoot down.
Good morning. As we begin our celebration today, we look on the faces of our students, our faculty and staff, and our families, and reflect on the gifts and the opportunities of a new year and a new beginning. We come together today from across the country and across the world as a united community committed to the pursuit of learning, knowledge, and growth. Here, we hope to recognize all that we have in common and celebrate everything that makes us unique. Let us remember that every day, every challenge, every hard choice, every experience gives us the chance to all grow and learn together. May we remember that the only person we need to be better than is the person we were yesterday. With thanks and gratitude, we use the words that bring us together. Shalom, namaste, amen, aho, amin, salam, aloha, ashe, inshallah, so mote it be. May we always find knowledge and peace on our path. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Peter Eden, President of Landmark College.
Thanks, Michael.
How are you doing? Good. Yeah, doing all right? Excellent. Convocation is dedicated to our new students, their families. It's a formal welcome to Landmark College. And this is just terrific to have you all here. It really is. Everybody gathered on a Saturday morning. I think maybe we keep this tent up and we do it every Saturday morning. What do you say, students? Every Saturday morning at 9, 8, every Saturday morning you want to gather down here? All right, here's the deal. We won't do it every Saturday morning. If you pay attention for 45 minutes, you're going to learn a lot. You really are, honestly. I was just like you in college. You know, it wasn't easy to come and sit through an event, just like you. But when I did listen, I learned a lot. So I hope you learn a lot today. Now, I do give a lot of speeches here at Landmark College. I try to mix it up. I try not to use the same messages and speeches and language. I do my best, except when it comes to convocation. It seems that at convocation I default to the same messages because they're so basic and they're so important. So for convocation, I tend to say some of the same things in an effort to help you get a great start here at the college. Now, why are you here? Is it because you have a learning difference? Yeah, you're here because you're in college, right? Because you're smart, because we picked you. You need the right college that understands your strengths and your weaknesses. You're in college. Yeah, we're a specialty college. We only serve students who are neurodiverse, but we're a college. We do everything you might imagine at a college. You know, in some cultures, there's this saying, it's a tactic, I think, hide your strength. Not here. Don't hide your strengths. Don't hide your weaknesses, okay? This is the place where you can show us your strengths and show us your weaknesses. And we're going to help you because we are only concerned about student success in and out of the classroom. Now, how do you achieve that success? Let me give you some of this advice. It's pretty basic. Perseverance. Isn't there a road named Perseverance up there by the residence halls? Yeah. Don't ever give up. Don't give up. Don't ever give up, okay? Go to class. That includes labs and everything, okay? Go to class. Don't skip class. I know what it's like. Push the envelope. Don't do it. Don't do it. Go to class. See your advisor. Your parents are paying for all this, I think. Grandparents? You get everything here. Take advantage of it. All of the support systems. All right? Now, we also want you to make friends. For some, it's easy. Some, not so easy. You have to meet people more than halfway. You got to get out of your room, okay? Even if it's uncomfortable. You're in a new place. This is a wonderful opportunity. See someone sitting alone at the dining hall? Sit with her. Say hello to someone. Work at it. Relationships. It's all about relationships. It takes two parties to form a good relationship. Now, did I mention that you should go to class? What did I say? Go to class. About 4 times, 5 times? Yeah. I need you to be a good citizen here at Landmark College, okay? There are some RUSH principles. Have you learned the RUSH principles yet? Yeah? What do they stand for? Respect. Understanding. Safety. Safety and honesty. Excellent. You're not jumping to the coin at the very end. That's at the end of this whole session. God. I knew this was a rowdy group at the welcome. I shouldn't encourage you either. Be a good citizen here. This is a place where you can experiment. Colleges don't hurt anybody. If you hurt someone, you're going home. Parents, you want us to send them home? No. No way. We're serious about that. All right. Now, I also mentioned at the welcome, this is not some magical place where you automatically succeed, okay? We provide the right environment for success, okay? But it's not magic. You have to work hard, okay? We provide the environment and the support, but it's not magic. It doesn't happen automatically. So if you do fail, just pick yourself right up and keep trying, okay? It's not going to be perfect. Progress is not in a straight line. We've seen it many times here. All right. Now, I want you to remember something. We picked you because we believe in you. We picked you because you're college capable. It's up to you to work with us now so that you can achieve success in college and then in your career. And you will, because you have what it takes. You have what it takes. Okay. Student success. If we work together, we'll achieve it. We do it every year. Welcome to Landmark College. All right. Next up, we have the student welcome. I think this is straight from the program, so apologies. Meredith Robertson is a sophomore from Washington, D.C. She started in Landmark's Transition at College program. Meredith is currently a resident assistant in Frost Hall, and she works in the Center for Women and Gender, one of the college's centers for diversity and inclusion. Meredith's hobbies include soccer, cooking, and reading. Just those 3? That's it?
I have more.
You have more. You have more. Meredith, we're so proud of everything you do here at the college. We're delighted that you're going to provide this student perspective. Come on up.
Thank you, Dr. Eden. Hopefully you guys are paying attention because I know I could not do this every week. I wanted to start by saying that being up here is terrifying, but I'm not as terrified now as I was sitting where you guys are right now. I remember sitting out there a year ago being filled with fear and doubt. What if I don't make any friends? What if I can't handle college classes? What if I don't fit in, or don't like food, or my roommate ends up hating me, Or worst of all, what if I can't do laundry and I dye all my clothes green and I end up turning into a leprechaun? But none of those fears came true. And I wish I had known then that Landmark is a place built for you to succeed, with a whole community of people to help lift you up if you fall. Had I turned into a leprechaun, I'm sure that Res Life, Health Services, and the academic team would all have worked together to find a solution. Or they would have helped me adjust to always eating Lucky Charms. In my time at Landmark, I have learned a lot more than just how to do laundry. I've also learned some valuable lessons along the way. These lessons can be summarized into 2 pieces of advice. The first piece of advice is take advantage of the resources available to you at Landmark. Use the Drake Center for Academic Support. Go to office hours. Meet with your advisor. Make sure to utilize your supports before you need them. I know a lot of you are probably hesitant to do these things. I definitely was at first, because at a lot of other schools, the people who are supposed to be helping you don't understand you. So you end up having to waste time explaining your learning differences and why things aren't working. And it's just easier to muddle through on your own. But people here get it. They understand that we all learn differently, that the factory model of school doesn't work, and that no 2 brains are the same. At Landmark, when you go to someone for help, they realize just how challenging that first step is, and they meet you where you're at. They help you figure out what you need to succeed, and then they help you get that. The faculty don't just want you to succeed, they're willing to do whatever it takes to get you to succeed. This leads me to my second piece of advice. Try new things and push yourself outside of your comfort zone. One way to do this is to try taking a course in a subject you know nothing about, or a course that you've struggled with in the past. But academics are just one part of college, and you should try new things in other ways too. One great way to do this is to get involved in extracurriculars. Try soccer or basketball. Get involved in the Campus Activities Board or Student Government Association. Go to a Centers for Diversity and Inclusion program, or even volunteer there. Join a club, or if you can't find one you're interested in, start one. I know a lot of that advice seems cheesy, and if I were sitting where you are right now, I'd probably be rolling my eyes. And I definitely don't blame you if you're questioning why someone who is 5 feet tall is telling you to go play basketball. But I can tell you, I'm not telling you to do anything I haven't done myself. I've been to the women's basketball practice, and I can tell you from experience that everyone on that team is crazy accepting. I was by far the worst person there, but that didn't matter. Everyone encouraged me, and I had a ton of fun. Is basketball for me? No. I'll never be in the WNBA. I can't make a layup, and I don't have a 3-point shot. But I grew and learned from going to basketball, and I had a ton of fun in the process. Not everything you try is going to work out, and that's okay. You're still learning and growing, and that's what matters. And when you try things and they do work out, and you find out that that new thing you tried that was a bit outside your comfort zone is actually something you love to do, you will be so incredibly happy you pushed yourself. If you take advantage of the resources Landmark has to offer and push yourself outside of your comfort zone, I don't want to say there's nothing you can't accomplish, but you'll definitely shock yourself with how much you can. I know I have. And now it is my pleasure to introduce our alumni speaker, Isaac Alum.
Thank you, Meredith. Beautiful speech. Hello, everyone. I just want to, can I get another round of applause for the new students? Thank you. So Welcome to the Landmark College community. It's great to see everyone here. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Isaac Alam. I'm from Queens, New York, and I graduated from Landmark College in 2019 with my bachelor's in liberal arts with a minor in education. I'm also currently working as the social coach for the social pragmatic team. And during my time here at Landmark, I was given a lot of support and opportunities that sharpened my skills as a learner. And most importantly, I was able to give back to the local community and help other students along the way. My support team at Landmark truly helped me with my confidence as a learner. My advisors, my professors, they gave me the one-on-one attention that I needed in order to be successful as a student leader on campus. And after graduating from Landmark, I went into the human resources field, and I worked as a program specialist. The company that I previously worked for provided housing opportunities for individuals with intellectual disabilities. But however, I came back to Landmark College to try to get a chance to reconnect with students and be able to support all students in their environment and do my best to just support everyone and be able to have real one-on-one connections. To all the new students, I just want to truly say that Landmark is truly a unique place with a great support system. Every student here has the platform and tools to express their creativity as a learner and as an individual. I believe the world will truly be a better place once the rest of the world understands that neurodiversity is the future. The more diverse, thank you. The more diverse, the more beautiful the universe will be. So just keep that in mind, students, that the world needs to catch up to you. And you guys are already ahead, and you guys are already where you need to be. Thank you. Everyone has the potential for greatness, so stay fearless, be kind, have empathy, stay motivated. And before I wrap up my speech, I just want to end this with a Ram Dass quote, who was a spiritual teacher. So it goes like this. When you go out into the woods and you look at trees, you see all different trees. And some of them are bent, some of them are straight, and some of them are evergreens. And some of them are whatever. And you look at the tree and you allow it. You see why it is the way it is. You sort of understand that it didn't get enough light, so it turned that way. And you don't get all emotional about it, you just allow it. You appreciate the tree. The minute we get near humans, we lose all of that. You're constantly saying you're to this, I'm to this. That judging mind comes into play. And so I practice turning people into trees, which means appreciating them for just the way they are. Thank you. Keep going strong.
Isaac, that was tremendous. Thank you so much. Now, back to the podium is Vice President of Student Affairs, Michael Luciani.
I have the pleasure of introducing all of you to the full student leadership of Landmark College. So at this time, I'd like to ask all student members of the Orientation, Residential Life, and Centers for Diversity and Inclusion staffs to join me at the front of the stage. And they're still coming. This group of exceptional students before us consists of students who have chosen to take a position of service and leadership on our campus. Today, we want to recognize their exceptional work. Like many of us here today, these students have made the commitment to share their talents, their gifts, and strengths to make Landmark College a strong and meaningful community and experience. In their work, they serve as peers and mentors. They look students face to face, saying that you can do this. This is a good place, and there are good people here. You can trust them, but you need to work harder than they do. They serve as a model of our core values of respect, understanding, safety, and honesty, transforming our campus into a campus of community, civility, and citizenship. And they give voice to what's important to students by sharing their perspectives.
But it took me time to develop understanding, by which I mean understanding my students, not only seeing things from their perspectives, but understanding why they had those perspectives. I was challenged by learning differences, of course, but also generational differences, and the undeniable yet wonderful fact that each student I was teaching was unique. It took me longer still to develop the skill needed to effectively teach my students. I worked hard to get better at all of these, and as I did, I came to understand how all three, that is compassion, understanding, and skill, work together synergistically. Certainly together they came to form the basis of my pedagogy, just as they constitute, whether spoken or unspoken, the pedagogical foundation of all teaching at Landmark today. I am still working on getting better at them, and I think I can speak for others of the faculty in saying that indeed we all are. But compassion, understanding, and skill are the same ingredients needed in combination to be a good student. They are what you need to interact with others in class discussion. They are what you need to understand perspectives different from your own. And they are also necessary for being a considerate roommate, a reliable work-study student, a teammate on the athletic field who can be counted on, in manifold other ways, a responsible and valued member of this community. By further extension, compassion, understanding, and skill are human qualities certainly beneficial and frequently even necessary in every role you will play in your life. Any life spent working toward increasing compassion, deepening understanding, and developing skill is a life well worth living. Be patient with yourself in this regard, and be patient especially with those around you who, let us hope, are in the process of doing the same. It takes time. We are all teachers, and at Landmark, we are all learners as well. Our administrators, our academic advisors, our resident deans, our counselors, our sports coaches, our security people, our facility staff, the good people who cook our meals and wash our dishes. Every person teaches and every person learns. This is as it should be. There may have been situations in your life, in a classroom perhaps, or in a social setting, and it's important to remember that we learn in all of these, when you have felt confused, awkward, embarrassed, perhaps inadequate in one way or another, less than whole. Know that you are not alone. I have had these feelings, indeed, most of us have. Landmark College is a place to overcome them. If you embrace what we offer you with your whole mind and spirit, in all likelihood, you will in time come to know yourself in a way you hadn't before and perhaps hadn't even thought possible. The process of self-understanding in an individual is when teaching and learning become so intertwined that they are all but indistinguishable. With deepened self-understanding comes self-confidence, and the two together ideally can form a personal foundation that can help you realize your potential not just as a college student, but as a person, a human being. If you commit yourself in this place, if you embrace the idea that teaching and learning is everything here, you will be changed in the ways I am talking about. Now, there are people under this tent right now, a number of faculty, President Eden, our librarians, and others, who are at present wondering how on earth did Toomey get this far into his talk without a single mention of Robert Frost. I want you all to know I have no intention of disappointing these people. In writing this speech, I was driven rather by a playful, dare I say, impish desire to build suspense for as long as I possibly could. A directive is a general hint or suggestion about what a person should do, sometimes no more than an index finger or a signpost pointing the way. Among the greatest poems in Robert Frost's canon was one he titled Directive. At one level, it is about a hike through New England woods, any hike on any trail that you would take right here in Putney, where there are plenty of stone walls and pecker-fretted apple trees and old cellar holes. It is about looking backward and forward, about getting lost and growing confused, but eventually finding your way to clarity. The poem concludes at the source of a mountain stream with two crystalline lines that I will conclude this talk with because they convey in poetic summary my directive, that is to say, our directive, Landmark College's directive to you all today. Here are your waters and your watering place. Drink and be whole again beyond confusion. Thank you and welcome to Landmark. I want now to introduce Dr. Gail Gibson Sheffield, Vice President of Academic Affairs.
Thank you, Dan. And thank you for your many years of service to the college and to our students. It's really been quite a gift. Good morning. Thank you. You're still with us. You've heard a lot of great advice today from faculty, from the alumni, from current students. Now it's your moment. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Picture where you want Landmark College to take you. What do you hope to achieve? Now open your eyes. Look around at where you are right now. How you get from here, right now, to that vision is your individual academic journey. We're gathered here today, right now, in all this regalia, making all this ceremony, to demonstrate our commitment to you as you begin your academic journey. We are all here to help you realize your vision, your goals, your future. But we can't do it for you. You have to make the commitment to do your part. A college degree is not something that you're given, and it's not something that you buy. It is something you earn. The degree itself is just a piece of paper. It's just a symbol of the journey, your efforts, your accomplishments. And the only way to make that piece of paper meaningful is to make a commitment to take advantage of this time and these resources to grow, to learn, and to change. So, are you ready to make that commitment? I don't believe you. Are you ready? All right. Are you ready to break your patterns and try something new to help you succeed? Yes. All right. Are you ready to become part of the Landmark College community? Yes. All right. So when you came in, as somebody already mentioned, you saw a small envelope on your chairs. Take it out now. Go ahead, open it, if you haven't already. The coin that you're holding is a symbol of the shared promise we're all going to make together right now. Got it? Landmark College chose you to become part of this community because we believe in you. By accepting this coin, you are choosing to believe in yourself. So think of the coin like a talisman for when times get tough, when you're challenged, when you're bored, when you're anxious, when you're overwhelmed. Pull out the coin and hold on to it. Take a deep breath and be reminded of the symbolic magic that comes from this mutual promise we're sharing today. And like any magic coin, this coin has 3 elements on it that imbue it with power. A shield, as we mentioned before, with the college values of respect, understanding, safety, and honesty. That represents my first charge to you, to be open to new experiences and use these values to guide you through those experiences. I charge you to choose right now to be respectful of yourself and to those around you, even when you're feeling challenged or overwhelmed. I challenge you to reach out with understanding when you encounter something or someone who seems different from you. I challenge you to have each other's back by creating safe spaces for yourself and others as you go through this journey together. And I challenge you to be honest with yourself and with others about what you need to be successful. So on the flip side of the coin is a winding path, and that represents my second charge to you. The path is your journey forward on that vision towards your success. And there's a reason why the path isn't straight. As you grow and discover more about yourself, you will make mistakes. There's no magic water here. You're going to fall into some of the same challenges of what challenged you before. You'll start in one area and you'll end up turning in another way. You're not always going to get it right, but that's okay. That's the journey. We're all here to help you examine what works and what doesn't, and help you chart a new course based on what you've learned. So as you travel down that path, I challenge you to be brave. Brave enough to accept responsibility for your mistakes and your successes, and to use that knowledge to chart your own course towards the future. Which brings me to the final element, which is our school motto, Noce te ipsum, know thyself. That's why you're here, to get to know yourself. It's going to take your whole life to really know yourself, trust me. But you're starting now. To do that, you have to engage. You have to be open to new things. The more experiences that you have, the more you'll learn about yourself, who you want to be, and how you want to live. So, the coin that you're holding represents our mutual promise that we're going to make right now, to believe in one another. I charge you to accept this coin as a symbol of your commitment to begin to be open to new ways of thinking, to be brave and accept responsibility for your choices, and to take advantage of all that Landmark College has to offer. Congratulations on taking this first step. Welcome to Landmark College, and good luck. Please join me in welcoming back to the podium Dr. Peter Eden.
Thank you, Gail. That was terrific. All right, folks. We're at the end of our Convocation event. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your understanding with the COVID restrictions we have. Remember, the COVID, it's a wave, it's not the water. It seems like it's never going to end, but it is going to end. And the restrictions this year will be far less onerous than they were last year. But we want to thank you students in advance for being so great in adhering to these restrictions. I still think you'll have a full college experience even with some of these restrictions. So at the end of this event, I am tasked with giving you instructions on brunch. I know. Here's what we're going to do. The stage party's going to exit, I believe, followed by the students. So we'll all have an orderly exit. We'll have a nice meal at the dining hall. So we have some outdoor seating and we have indoor seating. When you go into the dining hall, there'll be an opportunity for a takeout container. So if you feel as though you want to eat outside, use that, okay? And grab everything you need. There'll be some stuff outside, but take everything you need with that proper container. Obviously, if you're going to eat inside, you don't need that container. So I want to thank you in advance for this as well. Obviously, we have to manage things a different way here. Hopefully, it'll run smoothly. If it doesn't, please be patient, okay? You can take your meals. Initially, we had a plan for people to come down to the quad and eat down here. You can still do that, but you know that thing called the hill? Yeah. So if you forget your utensils, we're not going to roll them down the hill, all right? So just be aware of that. All right. It's a great group of students we have here. I have a really good feeling about you all. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you deserve it. How about a round of applause from you for everyone in your family that brought you here? Yeah. All right. Thank you for everything. So we're going to exit now, and we'll see you at brunch. Take care.